Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahame-Unawa. We're so happy that you could tune in today. It's wonderful to get to spend time with all of you. We know that most of you don't get the chance to go to the monastery every day and talk with the monks, so this is a very special opportunity that we have. Today, we're going to learn a new quality of the Supreme Buddha called Vijja carana sampanno. Did you know that this is just one quality? Many people, even adults, think that it's three: Vijja, carana, and sampanno. But it's actually just a single quality. You know, for us, we can only know the things that we can see with our eyes or hear with our ears. But the Supreme Buddha had amazing abilities, so that when he looked around at the world, he could understand many things, especially things that happened long ago. Just like we can see things happening right now, in the same way, the Supreme Buddha could see just as clearly things that happened long in the past. This is a very special skill that let him help many people understand the Dhamma. We'll learn about that today. Now let's take the refuges and the precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say together with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now to observe the 5 precepts, say after me, say loudly. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Buddhanussati. Now we're going to practice a very useful meditation called Buddhanussati. We think about the Supreme Buddha's qualities so that our minds can become calm and concentrated. This kind of meditation also helps us to develop confidence in the Supreme Buddha. So, close your eyes and sit quietly. Try not to move so that our minds can become still. Now, think in this way.
My great teacher, Gautama Buddha, eradicated passion, hatred and delusion. Supreme Buddha, realize the Four Noble Truths without anyone's help, without anyone's help. Supreme Buddha eradicated the desire for seeing forms, eradicated the desire for hearing sounds, eradicated the desire for smelling odors, eradicated the desire for tasting flavors, eradicated the desire for touching tangibles, eradicated the desire for thinking thoughts. In this way, the great teacher, Supreme Buddha, is an Arahant. Supreme Buddha, realize the Four Noble Truths without anyone's help. Achieve true happiness. In this way, the great teacher is a Samma Sambuddha, Supreme Buddha, saw the passing away of other beings. Supreme Buddha recollected past lives, saw the passing away of other beings, purified the mind from all taint, developed great virtue, concentration and wisdom. In this way, the great teacher is Vijja carana sampanno. Supreme Buddha followed the noble path and achieved true happiness, obtained the final goal, achieved Nibbana. In this way, the great Buddha is Sugato, my great teacher, Supreme Buddha, understood all worlds and escaped from all worlds. In this way, the great Buddha is Lokavidu, Supreme Buddha, tamed others' mind with supernatural powers by reading others' mind, by preaching the Dhamma, became an incomparable teacher. In this way, the great Buddha is Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati, Supreme Buddha became a great teacher for gods and humans. In this way, the great Buddha became a Satta Deva Manussanam, Supreme Buddha taught the sublime Dhamma without holding anything back. In this way, the great Buddha is Buddha, is Buddha, my great teacher, Gautama Buddha, obtained these unique qualities became a Bhagava, my great teacher. Gautama Buddha is a Bhagava, 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 Bhagava. The Buddha is my refuge. The Dhamma is my refuge. The Sangha is my refuge. There is no other protection than the protection of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Children, today we are going to learn the Buddha's Vijja Charana Sampanna quality. That's the third quality of the Buddha. Vijja Charana Sampanno. So we have so far learned two qualities. So I hope you remember the first quality is Arahang, the second quality is Samma Sambuddha, and now the third quality we are going to learn about the Vijja Charana Sampanna quality. Now the meaning of Vijja Charana Sampanno. Vijja means knowledge. Charana means what? What's the meaning of Charana? Charana means conduct. So Buddha lived according to the knowledges he achieved and developed and obtained in life. So what are the knowledges that Buddha achieved in life on the day he became a Buddha? Well, various knowledges. He obtained various knowledges and he did not misuse them. That's the magnificent thing in a Buddha. If we would have obtained those qualities, those knowledges with other good qualities, we would misuse them. So let's learn those qualities and we will learn one by one through our monks in the morning program. Children, the Supreme Buddha possessed supernatural powers. He walked in the sky, walked on water, and passed through solid objects. So, for this ability, you call it Iddhi Vidanyana. What do you call this ability as? Iddhi Vidanyana. So you can call it supernatural powers. Then the next knowledge that Buddha gained was Dibba Chakkunyana. Dibba Chakkunyana means the Blessed One. The Buddha was able to see things that are very far, enabled to see things from any distance. Then the next quality is Dibba Sotanyana. That means Buddha could hear things that are very far. So Dibba Sotanyana enabled the Blessed One to listen to sounds from any distance. Then the Supreme Buddha acquired the ability to recollect past lives of beings. That means not only the Buddha's past lives, even the other people's past lives. For that knowledge, we call it Pubbe Nivasanussati Jnana. So, when you're traveling to school, or in the morning, or in the evening, if you can think just one quality, one knowledge that Buddha gained, if you can think, Buddha can see things that are very far away, Buddha can hear things that are very far away, Buddha can recollect the past lives, if you can just recall one good quality of the Buddha, that is very useful for our life, very meaningful for our life, the merit and the powerful merit that we accumulate, we can't measure it, children. Why? We are recollecting a quality of a Buddha. Then the next quality is Chutupapata Jnana. So that ability is to see the passing away and arising of beings based on actions. So Chutupapata Jnana means the Blessed One was able to see how people die and born in other worlds. Now here we see funerals. We see people dying, but we don't know where they went. That's why people cry. And people never expected other beings, their relatives and their parents to die. And parents never expected, and never parents are not willing to let their children die. They can't bear the sadness when people pass away. Some people are worrying for a long period, for years after someone passes away. Just imagine if we had that ability to see how beings are born in other worlds. If they are born in a bad destination, we will be scared to do bad things. If people are born in good destinations, we will be happy to do good things. Now Buddha saw these things, how people are born in bad destinations and good destinations. That's why Buddha taught us these things. So we should have faith in the Buddha and practice these things. Then the next knowledge is Asavakkaya Jnana. Asavakkaya Jnana means the Blessed One eradicated all the hidden defilements. You call it taints. Asrava. In Sinhala we call it asrava. So, or in Pali we call it asava. Blessed One eradicated all the taints that could lead to a hell, that could lead to a ghost world, that could lead to the human world, that could lead to the divine world, that could lead to a Brahma world. After the Blessed One abandoned all the taints, those taints that could take the Buddha to another life was abandoned. And that's why Buddha attained Mahaparinibbana. Like a lamp was done. Then the Blessed One had great conduct. He had great virtue. He had great concentration. He had great wisdom. So the Blessed One is a Vijja carana sampanno. So that's why we call the Blessed One, and that's why the Blessed One is known as Vijja carana sampanno. Dear children, during the Buddha's time, a man thought to bury his body in a place where no one has buried a dead body before. So this man, I think he was close to his death, he was very old, and he wanted to bury his dead body in a place where no one was buried earlier. So then he found a huge tree, a banyan tree, and he went with a worker and told that man to cut the tree. Why? Since there was a banyan tree, he thought that no one would have died in this place. Then while this man was cutting this tree, the Blessed One came to that place. Now see, Buddha had the ability to see other people's mind. That's why we call the Blessed One Vijja carana sampanno. So the Blessed One came out of compassion towards that person and asked, "What are you doing?" Then that man said, "Blessed One, I'm cutting this tree to bury my body after I die. I am looking for a place where no one was buried earlier. So that's why I chose this place to cut this tree. And after I die, I wanted my workers to bury, my relatives to bury my body here." Then the Blessed One asked, "What's your name?" Then he said his name. Then the Blessed One told, "Dear Brahmin, you have been buried in this place for 14,000 times in your past lives." Children, imagine when this man said that I am looking for a place to bury my body, Blessed One told him that, "Dear Brahmin, you have died, you have been buried in this place, in the same place for 14,000 times. So can we find a place where we have not been buried in this earth? Difficult. That much we have been coming in this endless journey of births and deaths. That's why, children, we should practice Dhamma. Imagine if Buddha did not come to that man that day, will he go a refuge for Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha? No. After hearing this, he changed his life. He changed his life. He became a disciple of a Buddha. Then there was another monk. That monk used to eat a lot. Then the other monks went and complained, saying that this monk is eating a lot, he is greedy. Then the Buddha gathered all the monks, and then asked the monks, "Monks, is that true that you are eating a lot?" "Blessed One, actually I am not eating properly. I am just eating a little bit." Then the Blessed One revealed to the other monks. The Blessed One told, "Dear bhikkhus, this bhikkhu was born as a tusker or an elephant, in 500 previous lives. In 500 lives, that monk has born as an elephant in previous lives. So that as a habit of eating a lot, this monk has a habit of eating a lot. But that monk was an arahant. So since Buddha was there, since Buddha was able to see the monk's past lives, the other monks were able to remain without getting angry or without having bad thoughts towards that monk. But today when we see faults in others, who is there for us to help us? Remember, only the Dhamma. So today we learned the Buddha's Vijja, carana, sampanno quality. Let's learn more qualities of the Buddha. And let's learn more about the Vijja, carana, sampanno quality in future programs. And may you have a pleasant mind towards the Buddha. And may you recall the Buddha's quality now one by one, every day, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I'm so happy we were able to spend time together today. We hope that you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. Do you remember the Pali words for the quality that we learned today? Vijja, carana, sampanno. In English, when we chant, we say, endowed with knowledge and virtue. In the next program, we'll get to learn more examples of how the Supreme Buddha used this knowledge and virtue to help teach people and help them understand this valuable Dhamma. That way, we can remember exactly what this quality means. So, now let's share merits. Today, in this short time, we've done many wholesome actions. We've gone for refuge, you've taken again the 5 precepts, we practiced Buddhanussati meditation, and we listened to this sermon on the qualities of our teacher, the Supreme Buddha. So, when we do this, we like to share merits with others. So, may all heavenly beings rejoice in this merit. May our teacher, Locus Hoyahangsa, our parents, our relatives, our friends, may they all have happy minds recollecting these wholesome actions. May they soon experience the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.